So your piece is cured, and now it looks like this. And you can see that there is a definite difference between the cured polymer coating and the uncured. It turns more to a silver. It's not as gummy. If I drag my finger across this, it's still kind of sticky. If I drag my finger across this, it's relatively smooth. So this is actually a little piece that I did earlier, and I just did a little sphere with a shadow and some hatching, and this was the drawing, this is the result, and I can see the silvery metal of the plate underneath where all those areas of polymer have been removed, and that's what's going to hold our ink. So wiping and inking is identical to the way that we did for the dry point. So if we take some ink and we force it down into those grooves, and it does take a little bit more. Sometimes this polymer coating doesn't like to take the ink, which is great for wiping, but not so much for driving it in. You got to get the ink down inside there, and then you wipe in exactly the same fashion. Slight turn, slight pull, being careful not to dig it out of those grooves, and noting that you are going to have that gray plate tone, which is okay. That's just a part of it. And so, a drawing like this, and of course it was reversed originally, but a drawing like this is going to give us a print like that. And then you wet your paper, you print it exactly the same way that you did the dry point etchings. So really everything after letting this cure ultimately is done like the dry point etchings were. So yes, it is indeed going to be messy again, and I know, that's kind of a pain, but this is the technique. And if you want to get those fine lines like Rembrandt and some of those people did, even though we're using the modern version, this ultimately is going to deliver that for you. So we'll try these out. If you have any questions, of course, you can always email me, and I am having a weekly Tuesday morning Zoom question and answer session, and if you're having any problems or difficulties, I would suggest that you definitely come there. Sometimes it's easier to verbalize it when you're talking about it and have a conversation back and forth than it is even over email. So we'll try these out, and hopefully we'll get some awesome results.